I brought with me tonight a laundry basket. I want you to think about this laundry basket as the space that you have in your mind and in your heart. This is the space that you have to think about yourself, to view yourself. This is who you are. This is your perspective. Now you can look at the list that's up here on the screen and you can say, all right, I could fill this with love and joy and patience and peace and goodness and kindness and self-control, all those things. Do you think that you could? How many of you think you have the option or the ability? Do you have the opportunity to do that? I think most of us do. But I don't think that we do. Because I think a lot of times we fill it with other things. So we don't have the joy because we focus a lot on negativity. We focus on the glass being half empty, instead of really thinking about the positive things that are going on. I hear beautiful women refer to themselves as ugly. One of the reasons why they do this most of the time is because someone significant in their lives has told them outright or suggested that they are. And that's a really hard thing to overcome, so we put ugly in our basket. We do a lot of self-punishing because we're unhappy with ourselves about something that we've done, and we decide that even though someone else would probably forgive us of this pretty quickly, we are determined to punish ourselves for things that we've done wrong in the past. We fill our basket with anger. I am really mad at myself that I missed this deadline or that I made that mistake. Or I'm really mad at myself that I was late. I hear really intelligent women, and this is not just a women's issue. I see this with most of the men. I think there's a stereotype that men don't have these problems, but I actually think they're a lot more fragile than we are. I hear them talk about themselves, and they will tell you, they'll confess, and then if you try to tell them that they're not stupid, they'll argue with you about how stupid they are. And then, of course, there's the self-slamming, which is what we do to ourselves as beautiful flowers. So we find a place for that in our basket as well. Somebody might offer us an opportunity, and we say, oh, I could never do that. So we make sure that we can pack that in there. We also tend to be very impatient with ourselves. I want it all and I want it now. You see, ladies, you got to remember, it takes a long time to become a really good woman. It's a work in progress, but we're very impatient with ourselves if we think that we're not perfect fast enough. And then there's a lot of self-doubt. And I hear this play out in the way that we talk about ourselves and the way we think about ourselves. I don't think that there's any way I could do that. I don't think that that will ever work out. Lots and lots of doubt. You can see how quickly my basket is filling up. And then this is one of my favorite things, ruminate. Also referred to as overthinking. How many of you are like me and you're overthinkers? Man, I can take something and just find a spot for it and let it ruminate over and over and over again. My dear friend Nancy is here tonight, and you know, she's one of the best friends you could have because sometimes I will call her and I will say, well, what about this? And sometimes she'll say, oh, we've never talked about that problem before, have we? Gosh, Jennifer, really? 99 times? Do we have to go for 100? Wow, yeah, let's ruminate on this a little bit longer. And then, of course, I saved the best for last, and see, I'm overflowing here. I saved the best for last, and that is a nice little package of ST. And you might not know what ST stands for, but my friend Dorothy does. Dorothy, this one is for you. Dorothy gets on my case in a very sweet and gentle way and says to me, you need to quit your stinking thinking. Dorothy is a lot like my friend Nancy and my friend Audrey and my friend NL, and they don't put up with a lot of stinking thinking. And I'm really glad that they don't. And so you can see that what happens here is our basket is now overflowing with a whole bunch of stuff that we don't want. And where is there room for the fruits of the Spirit? I think it's pretty clear to see that there isn't any. So I hope that one of the things you'll think about tonight as a result of being here is that you have the option. I don't think it will be easy. If it was easy, you would have already done it. But I think you have the option of taking your basket tonight and just starting over. And work to fill your basket with the fruits of the Spirit.